The Quarian High Council chamber fell silent as Commander Zexthor's three-fingered hand slammed against the crystalline table. His chitinous exoskeleton gleamed under the bioluminescent lights, mandibles clicking with satisfaction. The human colony on Kepler 442b has been obliterated, he announced, his translator device converting his clicks into standard Galactic. Their pitiful defenses lasted exactly 4 orbital cycles. The Quarian Empire has sent its message. This sector belongs to us. Celebratory chirps echoed through the chamber. The Quarians had ruled this arm of the galaxy for 3 centuries, crushing any species that dared challenge their supremacy. Humans were merely the latest upstart civilization to learn their place, or so they believed. Rose Martinez stood at the viewport of the ESS Retribution, watching the debris field that had once been her home. The young lieutenant's jaw clenched as she identified fragments. A section of the hydroponics dome where her mother had worked, pieces of the school where children had laughed just days ago. Behind her reflection in the reinforced glass, she could see Captain Alex Chen studying the holographic display, his expression unreadable. "Casualty count?" Alex asked quietly. 42,000 confirmed dead, Rose replied, her voice hollow. Another 8,000 missing, presumed dead. They didn't even send a warning, Captain, just attacked. Alex nodded slowly, his fingers drumming against the console. At 35, he was one of the youngest capital ship commanders in the United Earth Fleet, promoted rapidly through a combination of tactical brilliance and an unsettling ability to predict enemy movements. But this was different. This wasn't a border skirmish or a pirate raid. This was extermination. The Quarians don't understand what they've done, Alex said, turning to face his crew. They've studied our species for maybe 50 years, since we achieved faster-than-light travel. They think they know us. Rose turned from the viewport, her dark eyes meeting his. Sir, they've read our diplomatic transmissions, analyzed our trade patterns, maybe even intercepted some entertainment broadcasts, Alex continued, pulling up a star chart. They see a species barely 3 generations into space travel. Young, inexperienced, soft. We are inexperienced compared to them, Lieutenant Jackson spoke up from the weapons station. They've been spacefaring for over 5,000 years. Alex smiled, but there was no warmth in it. Yes, but they made one critical error. They attacked us without understanding our history, without understanding what humans do when you threaten our families. He expanded the star chart, highlighting Earth. Every other species in the Galactic Council evolved on worlds with relatively stable climates. Their predators were manageable. Their diseases rarely caused mass casualties. War, when it occurred, was ritualistic, confined, controlled. Rose felt a chill run down her spine as she began to understand. Earth is a death world, Alex continued, his voice taking on a lecturer's tone. 90% of all species that ever lived on our planet went extinct before we even evolved. We survived ice ages that would have killed most spacefaring races currently sitting in the Council. We domesticated wolves, apex predators, into companions. We created weapons that could destroy our entire civilization dozens of times over. Then we created treaties to control them. Not because we became peaceful, but because we understood that we needed to save that capacity for external threats. He pulled up historical records, images that made several of the bridge crew look away. In our last global conflict, over 70 million humans died. We invented weapons specifically designed to maximize suffering. We burned cities. We starved populations. We split the atom and used it against each other. And that was just one war. We fought thousands, and Captain, Rose said carefully, what are you suggesting? Alex's eyes glittered. I'm suggesting that the Quarians have declared war on a species that spent 10,000 years perfecting the art of killing. They think they're predators. We turned predation into a science. They have advanced technology. We'll adapt it, reverse engineer it, and improve upon it within a generation. That's what we do. That's what we've always done. He opened a secure channel to Earth Command. Admiral Okonkwo's weathered face appeared on the screen. Captain Chen, I assume you've seen the devastation. Yes, Admiral. And I'm requesting permission to implement Protocol Omega. The Admiral's eyes widened. Alex, that protocol was designed as a theoretical last resort. They slaughtered 42,000 civilians without warning or provocation. Alex interrupted, his voice steel. They need to understand what they've awakened. A long pause. Finally, Admiral Okonkwo nodded. Permission granted. God help us all. Rose had never seen Protocol Omega, but she'd heard whispers. Every weapons system humanity had ever conceived, integrated with captured alien technology. Kinetic bombardment platforms that could crack continents, nanite swarms that could disassemble enemy ships at the molecular level. Viral agents specifically designed to target Quarian physiology, developed in secret despite 36 galactic treaties prohibiting such research. Lieutenant Martinez, Alex said formally, plot a course for the Quarian industrial complex at Sigma Draconis. Maximum speed. Sir, that's deep in Quarian territory. We'll be outnumbered 50-1. Yes, Alex agreed. They'll think we're retreating into their territory to hide. They'll pursue, and when they do, they'll find out why humans are the deadliest species they've ever encountered. As the Retribution's engines flared to life, Rose felt something settle over the crew, a cold determination that transcended orders or duty. The Quarians had made their calculation based on technology and numbers. They'd forgotten that wars aren't won by those with the most advanced weapons. They're won by those willing to use them. 3 months later, Commander Zexthor stood in the ruins of the Quarian High Command, his exoskeleton scarred by human weapons that shouldn't have existed. The humans had struck 17 military installations simultaneously. They'd hacked quantum-encrypted communications. They'd deployed weapons that violated treaties the Quarians didn't even know existed, and they'd sent a message, translated into flawless Quarian. You wanted war. You've got it, but understand this, we didn't become the apex predator of Earth by being merciful. We became it by being relentless. Surrender, or learn firsthand why humans don't believe in fighting fair. Zexthor's mandibles clicked in what his species expressed as grief. They'd studied humanity's diplomatic overtures, their trade agreements, their peaceful expansion. They'd never studied humanity's wars. That had been their fatal mistake. The end.